I have a question for the men. What the fuck do you want?
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was.
I don't know about y'all, but I like clingy. I like when someone purposely grabs my hand to show other people that I'm theirs. I like when something exciting happens during the day and I'm the first person that you tell. I like coming back to an I miss you text if I'm busy at work or doing something. I like that random call at 1 a.m. just because you wanted to hear my voice. I fucking like the little gestures to show me how important I am to you and how much you enjoy having me in your fucking life.
Welcome, my friends. My name is Antoine Fenix, and this is my RP experience. Peace and love to all my brothers and sisters out there. Thank you for hitting the like button, subscribing, sharing, and turn on all notifications so you know when I have a whole new video up. Today's video is going to be about what men want in women. I want to clarify this because you have different men saying different things. And that's the thing for women to remember, that we are not a monolith. Every man wants something different. I know for me, myself, similar like that man said in the beginning, he doesn't mind if his woman is clingy. Now, of course, it's within reason. Some men don't like that at all. But because I usually look at relationships in this black and white way of either she's really into you or she's not that into you. Is really no in between. At least I haven't experienced that in between. Well, I kind of did to a degree. I can still say that the woman that was more balanced, my last serious ex-girlfriend, she still went over and beyond with showing her love for me by getting me an expensive gift or coming by to pick me up or just being there for me in the early stages of the relationship. Now, I have to preface that because I believe a lot of people are on their best behavior at the beginning. And maybe sometime it's like that because they build up this picture of you. Now, I put this in terms that women can understand. It's like when a man is taken aback by how beautiful the woman is. And then she happens to have a kindness to her as well. Most men will be done after that. That is all she will need to have. Doesn't matter what degrees, what direction her life is. She may even have a drinking habit. I usually think if she has a drug problem, it will show on how she looks, but some people can cover it really well, especially people that have money. And I'm talking more about people in the higher echelons of status and living. Getting back, men generally want their woman to respect them, yes, love them. I notice when a woman respects you, she doesn't do certain things. She doesn't do disrespectful things. And then loves you on top of that. Then you have a beautiful potential of a union. Now, I've had women love me, but yet disrespect me. And I'm pretty sure there are women that have men that show that they love them, but yet will disrespect them. I don't know how is the disconnect between love and respect, but obviously, I guess it's the same thing of how a person can like a person and then a person can respect a person. And just because a person likes a person doesn't mean they're not going to disrespect them or not do things that the other person may not like. But if the person respects them, whether it's through fear, and usually I do think respect always have a tinge of fear with it, because people that respect people, they tend to fear the repercussions. They tend to fear that the person will leave them, or the person won't talk to them, or the person may embarrass them. There has to be some type of, I guess, a thing that will happen if that person doesn't act right. I think that's the only reason why maybe the ex-wife now treats me a lot respectfully. I'm not sure how she feels about me, but she treats me more respectfully because of the YouTube channel and hearing my thoughts on relationships. And the thing that bothers me the most with her, and I know I bring her a lot into some of these discussions, but she was a big part of my life, and I'm not a man that has 20,000 women that I have messed with over the years. Yes, there has been some that I went on a few dates with and hooked up with, but I don't count that as a relationship. The ones that I was in a relationship with, those was the ones I took more stock of how women think and move in relationships. I have a couple videos here that shows what men really want. And I got hung up on the respect one because that's one that was void of my marriage. But men want respect, men want intimacy. Okay, gotta have intimacy with that particular thing. And I guess we want some kindness, and we want a woman to be kind to us. Now, of course, those are three basic things, but yes, me personally, I want a woman that will do things for me. So let me share one of these clips right now.
How much does a wedding ring have to cost?
Baby, it could be $50. It really doesn't matter. I just want to be in love. I want to be genuine. I want a happy, healthy marriage. So the ring, I mean, what the cost of the ring, it really doesn't mean anything because it's not like I'm going to go sell it. But the ring is just a symbol of my commitment to my man. So however much he can really afford, whatever he feels like he wants to give me, I think that's better than... Listen, these hoes have 3 kids but no marriage. So I'd rather the ring and my man than the cost of it. That don't matter to me.
So, like, he can give you a ring pop and you would...
Baby, take me to the courthouse with that ring pop. Thank you. Hello.
Now, that's a black woman, a young one at that. You know how rare that is to find a woman saying that, especially of my skin tone. I'm sorry, because a lot of you that may think and feel that way are either in the house, kind of run solo. Lots of time when I see women, because women are social creatures, when they are in a group, even if they don't think exactly as the herd, they still get influenced by the ones that they are with. And the men don't help it out, because then you have men that's acting badly or saying, I have a rotation of women. I'm talking to this woman and that woman. I want her to just shut up and make me a sandwich type of thing. And my motto with this is, toxic people, toxic men and women should date each other. Of course, that doesn't happen because you have people like I used to be, and women that, okay, women are on that thing of I can fix them. And men are on that thing. I'm talking about the guys that's a little too good for their own good, like I used to be. Those men are on that thing of I can save her. Okay. And it always goes down to I see things in them that I like. How they look, how they have a sense of humor, how adventurous they are. And that's the thing. That's why I don't think a lot of people are all good or all bad. It's just that I know a lot of the bad people have a lot of the qualities that most people like. Whether it's the confidence, how they look, how they carry themselves, things like that. Now, I'm glad the way that she answered those questions tells me that she's been watching some of these videos and she did not want to be that woman. I think she's lying about the ring pop thing because she could say she's okay with it, but once she shows the ring pop to her friends, she's going to come back to him and say, hey, you need to do better. And that's the only thing that I don't like with women in general that have friends. If you can have friends and think for yourself, then fine. But if you're going to have friends that might have an issue with me, sometimes your friends are right. They are looking out for you, but sometimes they are jealous. Sometimes they want what you have. Sometimes they want you to be single with them, and they will come in and mess up your stuff. And a lot of women fall into that trap. I already made a video about love and how to keep and how both men and women both mess it up. Now I have another video here of another woman that gets it with the dating mark. So I'm showing these videos so that men, you don't all get on that thing of all women are this and all women are that. How the women are. Let them, the women that think like that all women are like that, let that be your first red flag to just leave them alone. Because if they think like that, they're going to put that on you, and no matter what you do, it's not going to matter. If you happen to come across a woman with her head screwed on tight, that's just not acting, because once again, sometimes these women can be acting. I do think, because it's so popular to say the negative, viral thing online now, especially for the women, I think if you find one that's more pro-men, more in support of men, more trying to be a good girlfriend, a good wife to her man, and not coming straight out her mouth what a man needs to do, those are the women you need to concentrate on. And I know there are some in the U.S. As I say, though, I'm just kind of done. So unless if one just falls into my lap, I'm just done looking for the USA broads. Okay, y'all going to have to come find me, because I know a lot of y'all are either following the wrong people, listening to you hurt, trying to sort through your own stuff. You want a guy that's up there and that's a movie star, an actor, that I'm not it. But anyway, let me share this other video before I go on a rant.
How old are you?
25.
Let's say I wanted to take you out on a first date. How much should I spend on it?
Whatever you can afford on the date. Doesn't matter to me.
You don't have any expectations?
No, I just want you to be thoughtful with whatever you put together.
I'll pick you up. Let's get slushies at Sonic drive-thru.
Okay, that's fine. We have a conversation, we talk, we get to know each other. I'm fine with that.
We could watch Black Mirror on my phone and prop it up on the dashboard.
It's a memory, it's an experience. I'm fine with it.
So why do so many women tend to want guys to drop the bag on them and, make it a big thing?
I think that's what, I think that's what the industry promotes, social media, everything we watch promotes. But I don't know. I can't answer for them. I just know kind of what I've been taught and what I value. So it's kind of what my answer is.
What gave you that mentality?
I don't know. I think if you have these expectations of things you can't always control, then it just gives you more stress and anxiety. So why worry? Just kind of let it happen and see where it goes.
Another one. Okay, I'm not sure what nationality she is, but once again, she's like a darker skin tone. Look, I do come across these videos too, and that's why I'm sharing it to you, my listeners, or men that been hearing a lot of the negative that women say. Is some positive. It's just that do not ignore the negative. See, this is why when I came into this space here, which I know they had a negative influence on especially young men from Andrew Tate to Fresh and Fit. I don't have no real quarrel or beef with them because it got to the point that those men had to come forward. Because the only other men that was really speaking for men was the pickup artists. The men saying, hey, you have to get this, have a roster, play this emotional, mental manipulation thing to get the woman to like you. If she doesn't like me on the merit of who I am, my morals, my personality, my sense of humor, then I don't really want it. Unless if she look good enough and it's just for a night. So I'm not an angel right here, okay? I will take what I can get. But as far as getting totally committed to a woman that's bouncing all over the place, or a woman that's fantasizing about another man or woman, whatever they are into, and she's entertaining me, then I'm not going to take her too seriously, except for a time to do something that I want some company with. That is the state of affairs now, that a man that doesn't mind being in a relationship has to maneuver in this kind of way, just because of how most of the women are acting. And the ones that do want a relationship, they're a certain age, usually pushing 30, and they have this list of demands of things that they want, and they want you to deal with a bunch of stuff that they come with. I guess I'm going to do a separate video about some of those other things that I just said. Anyway, that's it. That is really what men want from a woman in a relationship. Women that have that type of energy there, that she's going to work with you, okay? Not challenge me. Now, I guess she can support me to help with my motivation because I have to motivate myself. She just can't be pulling me another way. And she definitely cannot be bringing other people into our relationship, getting it all fucked up. Because a lot of women do that particular thing there. So anyway, I'm just trying to keep it simple. There are good women out there. To the men, look for women that's on that type of thing there. One thing though, be wary if they are around that 30 age and they are saying that they want this type of man that's fits your description now. Now, not all the time is it a bad thing. Sometimes maybe she might have just had a couple relationship experiences and have figured it out, because sometimes people don't take forever to figure it out. You just don't want her to be picking you and she's really lusting after a Drake or something. I'm using that as a example. And you totally don't fit that thing. And she's going to get with you, be with you for a couple of years, and then totally just step out on you later and just say, I just want to be happy, or I want something different now, or I was young at the time. You wasn't that young, motherfucker. Okay, you was almost 30. It's kind of like when my ex-wife said that that she was young. Yes, she got with me when we was both a bit younger, but when we got married, she was near that 30 age. So she should have known by then what she wanted. And of course, I had plenty of opportunity to get out because we did not have a kid then. So I'm at fault here too. My delusion was thinking that she would change after that form of commitment. So that's the thing too. Man, if she's acting a certain way now, she's not going to change once you put the ring on her finger. And once you have kids, the woman that she is now is the woman that she's going to be. And she might change somewhere in the future, but that may be after she brings your life to ruin. And she had to learn the hard way after things was done to her. So give me a like and subscribe, and that's all.
I really feel for the men, like guys who have so much, they're working so hard, they're trying to prove themselves because society makes them. Because you have to make your way in society. You have to do so much to prove yourself these days. And to have this girl come here and just completely belittle you on the internet. These are good men out there. And they don't they don't deserve you don't even deserve a McDonald's from them. I'm sorry, but it's not about the dollar sign, it's about the intention. I would love, even if, who cares about the food? If a guy takes me to McDonald's and then buys me a meal, amazing. I love McDonald's. Like, what's wrong with that? It's the intention. It's the fact that he made a point and said, hey, I've got this. I want to